Some more dystopia building. Let's take a look here. I'm Jason Sterling. This is the REM Cascadian. We are working on my version of the Kowloon walled city. So let me see here. Everything looks good on this end. We're ready to roll. Now, today I want to change the exterior just a little bit. I've been working on this backside in particular, right? Trying to give it a little bit more of a feel of several buildings, kind of having grown together. Kowloon Walled City was the most heavily populated place on Earth for a while there. It's long gone now. It was torn down decades ago. But for a while, it was definitely the most heavily populated place on Earth. And it was basically like lots of super narrow skyscrapers that were just built one up against the other. Really sandwiched together. And I want more of that effect here. Now, of course, what do I have? I have a 20 by 15 lot. So that does kind of influence what I can and can't do as far as the look on the outside and even the look on the inside. Speaking of the look on the inside, today I hope to put in something you definitely would have found in Kowloon City, but you also would find it pretty much anywhere in Hong Kong, let's be real, is a massage parlor where they are happy if you are happy at the end, right? Okay, so we're going to put in a massage parlor, and I would love to see that tie in some way to sort of a gambling den. I'm not sure what we could use for gambling. Well, we could use like Sabak from the Star Wars pack. We could use that. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I don't think we have anything else that's even really like gambling in the game. Well, my son used vending machines for gambling in the game. He used the vending machines from Snowy Escape because you could just keep feeding money into it till you got like really good semis out of it, the semi capsule vending machine. And yeah, so he did that. He would feed money into it to get semis out so he would have money. He would make money that way. In fact, he made enough to live that way. He didn't have to work. That was his job. He just went to the semi vending machine, fed it money until he made enough money for the day, was ahead enough that he could quit and go home. He didn't play The Sims very much. He has not played The Sims very much, but that is one thing he did, and so it does work. Now, what I want to do, though, first is I want to turn. This is a pretty broad building. We've got like 3 basically apartments across. I want to turn it into 2 apartments across and then a single sort of narrow tower that I'm going to do probably without balconies and, out of concrete, kind of pretty brutalist style. What I have not decided is whether I want to keep balconies here with this particular part of the development, or if I want to set them back in some cases, and then in some cases maybe build something that looks like a cage balcony. A cage balcony is something you just stuck on the outside of the building. It looks like a cage, but then you can kind of step out of your apartment, outdoors, right? You have that access to the outside. That was pretty common in Kowloon City. I don't know how common it is, as a general rule, say in Bangkok, Bangkok for sure, but Hong Kong, since Kowloon City was in Bangkok, Hong Kong. So what we're going to do, first of all, is we're going to go through here and we are going to wall in all of this stuff, right? So we're going to basically take out all this stuff that I've got built up here. All of it can go. Take all of it out. And we'll draw a solid wall across here. like that. And then we're just going to take, I need to find some concrete. I know we've got something that's really brutalist in style. Let me see here. And I feel like I saw it recently. Wasn't I just using it recently in this build somewhere? You know what? I think I saw it in regards to when I was building this veterinarian clinic. We have that stuff. That stuff works, but this was something different. Let's go back up here. I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. It was maybe under tile. We'll look under tile real quick. You know, in some ways, it's kind of a good sign when I can't remember where everything is. It means we're really starting to get a lot of stuff in game. And as a builder and a decorator, I like to have as much stuff as I can possibly get. Now, there's our one option right there. We could put that across there like that and stick a window in it. So that would kind of work for that sort of brutalist look. That's not really the way I'm going. We could also, though, maybe do something just like that. I wish it was more up and down than across, but it definitely has a brutalist feel to it. We could go with maybe a slightly different color to differentiate it more from this side over here. So that's an option too. This, I think this is it. Okay, let's see here. This was it. Okay, I found it. Never mind. This is it. This is what I'm looking for. We're going to use that right there. Now we're going to need some sort of window to pop in there that will give us a heavy, sort of depressing, right? Heavy, depressing look. I don't really want to say hopeless, and I'll tell you why. Because it depends on who you talk to. Kowloon Walled City was not a paradise, that's for sure. It wasn't even close. There was a lot of bad stuff that happened there. There's a lot of bad stuff that happens everywhere. But, you know, there were people that lived there. There were families that lived there. So you did have some, you know, some people were just trying to just live their life, you know, live their day. And so it wasn't... You know, I don't know that it was always as bad as we imagine it for literally everybody. I think it depends on a lot on your circumstances and who you're talking to. I would not have wanted to live there. Now, let me make that clear. You know, I may be trying to put a brave face on it and say, you know, hey, hopefully there were some people somewhere that somehow, you know, got through life and were happy-ish at the end of the day. But I wouldn't have wanted to live there. No, I wouldn't. Let's see here. Do we have anything else we might use? I think stuff like this is too big. There's almost too much window for that place. I need something kind of like that, but smaller. There is this, but again, that's awfully big and actually kind of nice, right? We've got that. That might work. Let me take a look here in gray. Like so. Let me take this off. So something like that's not too bad. That actually looks pretty good, I think. For now, let's go with that. We're not going to keep this particular column. I'd rather use something kind of in concrete. If we do have a concrete one. We have this, of course, something like that. We could also look at just something real plain, you know, like that there. In a lot of ways, I don't even like using columns because they disappear so easily when you are so close, right? I mean, you don't even really have to be that close and they're just gone. So if it didn't have that detail there, this would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty close. We have something, though, like this. Let me see. Yeah, we could do that. That works really well. That's an old standby. That's a base game column. I actually kind of like this better with the grooves in it, but I don't like this at the top. So if I keep it like that, I would almost have to find some sort of molding that would cover that up, maybe, or cover it up in just some fashion. So let's go ahead and take that out. I can always change my mind later, put it back. Let's go with this for now. What else have we got going on here? We have stuff like this. This also could possibly work. This is very industrial, coming out of the Eco Living pack. You know, it's got a very industrial feel to it. I think I'm just going to stick with this. This does pretty much fit the bill. And I wonder if it's I don't think it's possible. I was thinking maybe we could fit 2 of those windows here. I mean, we kind of can, like that with the tool mod. We could fix it so that would work. But there's very little reason to do that. We might as well just stick with that. We're going to turn the inside into just concrete as well, so that these were basically just concrete boxes kind of poured into place. Flooring wise, I don't know what we'll do for the floor. My first thought is to go ahead and put concrete on the floor, right? Let's go ahead and set concrete there, something like this, high style concrete. Anything else here? Glamour, slab. We got slab. That like that. That's pretty brutalist looking. That's definitely, in fact, brutalist looking. We could go with, we've got this stuff. I think this is limestone. Is that what they're calling it? Limestone tile. Let's do that. Let's do a limestone tile like that. Very gray, very much, like I said, very sort of brutalist. This is a 1970s sort of apartment building. And then we'll find us a door. Could do something like this. Again, from Eco Living. Does work pretty well. Does have kind of that look we're going for. So let's go with that. I'm going to say yes. I almost said maybe. Right? Like maybe, but I'm going to say yes. I'm going to change maybe to a yes. We're going to put... Now, these places really don't have bathrooms. Typically, it's going to be a communal situation. There were only 6 points of entry into Kowloon City for fresh water. While some few people may have been able to pay for private plumbing to be run, it was few and far between, and trying to keep that in working order is also very expensive, so it's not just installing it. Most people had to walk downstairs, get their water, and carry it back upstairs. So we're not really going to have a bathroom in here. I did put a sort of kitchen here, and I wouldn't mind putting, let's see, this might be my first real apartment I built here. Put like this cheap, you know, kind of refrigerator here. Put that there. Now we could put, you know, a cooktop in here that I don't think there's any reason to. I can't wait. Now for the new pack, when the new pack gets here, I'll probably put in like a tea kettle in here, or even the pressure cooker instead of the microwave, because those are both a whole lot. I mean, they just taste better, and they're, you know, better to use. We could put this here, a hot pot, you know, on top of the refrigerator. I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with the microwave, but we could do that. We also could put a hot pot, or maybe this pizza oven, you know, here on top of the counter. We've got the stand mixer, of course, that we could use. Got a waffle iron. I'm going to go ahead and put this over here on the counter, like so. And then maybe throw in a little bit of shelving here. Not a lot, but maybe a little something. Whoops. Okay, like that. Let's go like that. And we're going to move that up a little bit higher, like so. Kind of give us some work there, or some light there for our work. And we'll go ahead. So far, most of these units have been single beds. I really do need to do some double bed units. This is not going to be the building for that, but maybe next door where it's double wide compared to this, I'll do a double bed unit and maybe a kid's room and stuff, maybe do a slightly bigger apartment. We'll go ahead and put in, I guess we could put garbage in here, but kind of leaving garbage just laying around also suits this particular area, right? And we also could just put like a garbage can out in the hallway somewhere. So let's go with that. I think we'll grab a rug since we do have this sort of concrete floors. Let's grab a rug. We'll put a rug in here. Something old. We've got a couple of old options now, which are my favorites. I love these rugs. Like, I love this. This looks good, right? And we're going to put this in here. Keep that concrete floor a little bit warmer. You know, they probably found this discarded somewhere, so I think it fits. Let's see what other options. We've got this. Oh, and that. That looks really worn out. So maybe like that. I'll have to eat in a little while.
Yeah, it's still 30 pounds.
Okay. That was my dinner call, but I'm going to eat here in a little while. I have to do a little bit more on this particular build here. I was thinking we could almost fit a double bed here, but I always have trouble, I feel like, getting Sims to scoot over. But I think, since it's on my mind, let's try it. It definitely would be in keeping. We'll put like a little couch there. It definitely would be in keeping with Kowloon City to have a double bed up against a window like that. Let's see, what could we use? Well, we could use just something really, like this, right? So we could put that in there. And in fact, I think with this particular bed, I think if we bring it back like this, I am almost positive the Sims should go around this. Yeah, they should. They should go around that. So we've got a double bed here in this little apartment, right? And this is a whole lot more authentic looking than to, have a really large apartment. I'm going to do some larger apartments, a little bit larger, but this is a whole lot more authentic looking for what we'd really expect, right? Typically, these places might be really kind of fill over full, almost claustrophobically full of stuff. I'm not going to get quite into that sort of feel, but we might take a couple of apartments, maybe where my Sim's going to live for this build or something, and we might kind of deck it out a little bit, give it some personalization. Okay, so we'll do like that. We don't have any art on the walls, but that's okay. That's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to just replicate this particular apartment. I'm going to just drop down and pop it in here. And whoops, that didn't work out like I wanted to. Hold on. Let's turn off move objects on. And then we'll go up here and we'll grab our apartment. Drop down. Okay, so everything didn't come with it, which is kind of odd. I don't know why. Maybe because of that doorway. Let's see, did it throw it into inventory? Yeah, it did. So we're going to put this back in here. Like so. And I guess if it came right down to it, we could commandeer this space. It's currently kind of part of another building, right? We could commandeer that space, and then we could make this apartment just a little bit bigger. We could go At least once we get to this level. Now we can't on the top level. Turn, move back up, move objects on, back on. We'll move that back over there. Grab the rest of our kitchen, move it over here. And then, if we come down here and we kind of remove the wall. And then we'll go ahead and make come on, let's go up here. We'll go ahead and give it a cohesive look. We'll match the walls and flooring in here. And then we could put, our bed over here, right? In fact, this is becoming kind of a big apartment, you guys, for Hong Kong, right? It's becoming kind of a big apartment. So we'll go ahead and put that over there though, like so. We could probably move this over here, like that. Put this over here. Yeah, so then we've got kind of an apartment here, and we can add some more stuff to it later if we decide to do so. I actually put a ladder up to this level from down below. There's also a stairwell in another part of the building. So let's put that there and there. Now, one thing we can't do at this point is we can't just copy and paste another one of these apartments. We can change the front, but I do have the remains of an old temple here that has just been built around. So we're going to have to just take out what we've got here up front, rebuild it. And then we will integrate it in some fashion with, that we're going to leave. Well, but not like that. Let's see here. We'll integrate it in some fashion with whatever we build on that level, right? Here, take that out. We have a kind of a liquor distribution area here that comes back here to where the liquor is actually produced. So kind of a factory area, storage, distribution. That's what that is. We're going to go ahead and put in this brutalist front on this place. And we're going to put that in there. So it kind of looks like security screening, We are getting a little bit of stutter off that. I think we can fix that real quick with the tool mod. Maybe. There we go. We're going to make it just ever so slightly bigger. There. So then it looks like we kind of barred in that window to deter thieves from stealing our hard produced liquor. And this is looking better to me. I like this idea of it being, again, we've got several buildings here that have grown together over time. So That's a little bit too low. Let's bring it up like that. Do, 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 do. We could go ahead and maybe put some sort of old awning. Something that, you know, you can imagine had been there from the start, right? In fact, this would have made actually a good front door. Maybe I should put a door there and then cover it with that window. So it looks like the door's been blocked off. Let me take a look here. We're going to need something relatively small in order to carry that off. So we could do that. Kind of like that, kind of, not exactly. Let's see if we change the color of the door, if that makes it better. It makes it a little bit better. I think if I pull out these two windows a little bit, that might help. Let's try that. Mm-hmm. All right, let's try moving it a little bit more. That was a pretty small move. I just wanted to see what we ended up with there. Let's try 0.05. Aha, now that's getting closer. So let's do it again, 0.05. Actually, that's not bad. I mean, let's see here. We're going to move it out just a bit here. Okay, that might have been too much. Let me take a look at this again. Yeah, that's really almost too much. So we'll take a little bit away. That's better. Let's go with that. Let's go with that, and then we'll move this out as well. Not too bad. I think that looks pretty good, as though we have blocked off that old door there. And then what we can go in is there is a particular awning here I've thought about using. So we could put that back over it, as though originally you did use this door maybe to get into the building, but at some point someone else has leased the lobby, has taken over the lobby, and they own it now. And so you're going to have to find another entrance. We'll go with this here. Something like that, maybe. Is that too much? Is that too little? Kind of hard to say. So we'll go ahead and we're going to turn that off. And then let's see. Like so. So that looks, you know, not too bad. I actually kind of like that. Kind of like that change. Now, let's see. Let's think about these particular balconies. The idea, I think, kind of was, you know, with me, what I was thinking of was to do it look like cage balconies, you know? And I do still like that idea. So we could fill in this whole area in the middle with that kind of look. Do, 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 do. And my thought is to further, maybe go ahead and scoot them all back a space so that we have a little bit more of a feel. Kind of a setback, maybe. Let's try it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to start taking some of this stuff out of here. Let's move that back. Actually, let's not move it that way. Let's move it this way. I'm going to take the column out. Take that back. Do, 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 do. Okay, so we'll start to frame it out kind of like that. We'll take these doors out. And do like that. Okay, so then if we drop down here, let's take that out. We'll take that out. And that. Move that. Whoops. Okay, and then we'll pull our wall back out here. Get rid of that column. Move this column back where it belongs. I might go ahead and keep this sort of steel binding, you know. I might keep that on there. There we go. I think I might just do it that way. Is that quicker? Let's go ahead and just bulldoze the whole thing out. And we'll take this here, move it down here. Go ahead and take out that particular column. Whoops. Do that. Now I think we're going to put this here as though it's been built at some point. Maybe. I don't know. I'm a little bit torn here. I might just use awnings over it. Let me see here. Really don't want that all the way across there like that. Let's see. Take that off. I'm going to work on that in a minute. Let's work on that in a minute. And let's take a look at what we've got going on this particular column here. Bring that up. How far up will it go? That's about as far as it will go. If I take this, will that go up further? Okay. So what I would like to see is going to take this out as well. Page down here. I don't want to screw myself over with getting from point A to point B with the store, but I think I can. I think I can manage. Let's take it out. Okay, so I've got that removed. There. Okay, I'm going to have to figure that part out. I don't really want it to wrap around this building. I want that building to be separate. So I'll have to look at that here in a little bit. Up here it worked. Up here it is not reading, as part of that building where it's putting it in place. So somehow it will work. Okay, now down here, let me see here. I want to put this particular column right there. Right. And that looks pretty good. Let's take out these particular doors here. And I'm going to need some sort of wall or something here. But I don't want to end up creating a room. So we're going to do a partial half wall. Let's see. Because if I create a room, I'm going to end up losing that super tall column, which I want to keep that effect on this building of the super tall column on each side. So let's see, what can we do? We can do that. Like so. And then we can do that. And then hopefully I'm going to move this. Oh, shoot. That's reading as part of that room. Where do I have enough space to draw this without getting part of a room? How about there? Yes. Hopefully I can move that here and it won't form up as a room. It didn't. Hooray. And we'll grab our grates here so that, again, we kind of get that feeling of someone has kind of walled this in on purpose. Maybe it wasn't always like that. So that they could kind of protect their sort of warehouse and distribution facility for this factory area back here that is producing juice. It's just juice, you guys. I don't know why they need to protect it. I don't know why they need to put it behind this high wall like that when it's just juice. But I guess in this particular world, in Kowloon City, juice must be really popular. Must be something you really have to watch over. And then I think we'll go ahead and put in some sort of awning here to cover the rest of it. I hate to keep using this. I keep using this one because, well, naturally, it is, you know, all kind of tore up looking, right? I hate to keep using it and using it and using it, but it does work. So I might have to keep doing it. Let me see here. So yeah, I might end up just continuing to do that. Let's see. We could also do something like this, though, one of these, or this, you know, this sort of cover. We could even make that a little bit smaller, of course. Does it come in like a gray, I think? I've used this one, though, too, already here in Kowloon City, so let's go ahead and we'll just use this particular corrugated metal look here. We'll pull it into place. Whoops. Like so. Okay. And we're not even really getting any, well, a little bit of stutter off of it, but not much move object stutter. And there we go. So we've got kind of our distribution center reset, got our buildings kind of pulled back into place. If I decide to, I might build on some cage balconies here. Kind of mentioned earlier, cage balconies are exactly what they sound like. They are essentially affixing a cage-like structure to the outside of the building so that you have a way of walking outside. It's usually just an entirely metal structure and completely open, even I think at the bottom. Maybe the bottom's solid and not a crosshatch of metal or something. I don't know. But basically, cage balconies like that were fairly common in Kowloon City. Over here, I have not fallen in love with this look yet, but so far I'm keeping it. Now, we're going to use this doorway as the entrance, essentially, to our massage parlor. And my idea is to put the massage parlor on the second floor and then put like a gambling den on the third floor. I don't really know how big I want this massage parlor to get, but it does occur to me that if people came in through here, I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms for massage, I think. I think this would be big enough. And I don't know. Do you have a waiting room at a massage parlor? You know, they have like a lobby where you're going to go and sit and hang out, maybe have a little glass of water, a cup of tea while you wait. I think not in this sort of place. I think this sort of place is the sort of place that you just take whoever's next and you don't have a lot of time to wait. So let's... Okay, first of all, let's get rid of all the stuff that's in these rooms. Let's do that. And then I'm going to pull up Spa Day. I'm going to see how much room do I need for the massage table? Because I really don't remember at this point. It's been a long time since I've used Massage Day. It's, you know, when it first came out, I used it all the time. There wasn't a whole lot else to do. And I've kind of built a few sort of spas in the meantime, but not a lot. So let's put this stuff here. And then we're going to take out this door and that. And we'll put in I hope I have enough room to do this. That's what I hope. Hope I have enough room to put that there and put a door here and here. And I guess would you have nicer rooms for better clients? I don't know. I feel like these rooms are going to be kind of too big for a massage parlor, but that's why I need to really look at spa day stuff to see kind of what amount of space we need to accommodate this particular look, right? This particular idea. So we've got this really pretty nice. Most of them are actually pretty nice. I think we've got something like this. This doesn't take a lot of room. So we could probably get by with like these two, these little bit more narrow type of spaces. Something like that. Would that work? I don't know. I think it would. I think that it would work. Let me take that out. Gonna fix this particular spot there. We'll fix that like that. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Let me put those back. I'm gonna just grab some archways and make it feel a little more claustrophobic. Not quite so open. We don't want it to be super open in here. Let's see. Let's try that. And I'm going to bring this wall in. And whatever apartment I end up building over here, I just can use this outdoor space, I guess. This one is shaping up to be a nicer area. Should this be where people come in to like a waiting room, I mean, this is all just kind of storytelling because actually in the end, of course, you're going to hire a massage therapist. They're going to come up to that table and no matter how you get there is how you get there, right? Let's see. One thing I feel like though we could maybe do. We could put in a bar. We could put in a bar up here. And I don't know if we need anything else. I mean, yes, technically, if you're thinking like I think, because I am an adult, right? I'm an adult. I'm aware of how the world works. I mean, in this sort of application, probably we could put a double bed in here. And then depending on, what you chose, maybe you would use this room instead. Let's see here. Let's take that out. Take that out. And we could maybe bring these forward and wall them in, kind of. Regardless, I think we will put screening all the way up on these rooms. Like so. Kind of throw in a wall there, maybe over here. Now, there's no access to the outside from this particular room. I don't know that that matters. Does it matter? I don't know. Let's move that here. Put that on that. Do. So, you know, I think we can stick with that. I think that's going to look pretty, kind of a tragic feel, of course, kind of we don't want it to be too nice, right? I mean, it's not supposed to be nice. It's not that type of story. So it's not Stardew Valley, right? It is something a little more real. So let's How much room do I have in there? Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll put a double bed in there. Do I have any double beds sitting around? No. Okay, and then we're going to put kind of a place out here to sit and wait for your turn at the wheel, at the dice. Speaking of dice, I do need to go ahead and set up a gambling den above this as well. This here. Put that in there. We might deck this out a little bit more later. We might put a little bit more into it. But for now, I think this is not going to be too bad. And I also kind of feel like, given the nature of this place, and it's very close to a water supply, maybe this is the sort of place they might put in a bathroom, right? In order, and the water supply is literally, you know, right down here. So I do feel like it's the sort of place they might put in a bathroom. We could put in a little bathroom here, and we'll put in, maybe draw a door across here. They're not going to have any signage up here. This is the sort of place that you know where you're going. If you're going to this sort of place, you don't need to stop and ask directions. That is a sure way in Kowloon City to draw attention to yourself, and you don't want to be doing that. Put this here. Put that here. And then let's go ahead and grab, we're going to see, I don't have any of them yet. Let's grab a bar here, a small, worn out, trashy looking bar, right? Something, I don't know. I could make it nicer. I could try to make this sort of a nice, I could try to make it sort of a nicer place, like an upscale brothel. I don't know. For now, I think we're just going to go pretty kind of worn out, you know. I don't think we're going to go like nice. And I don't necessarily, I think this is the sort of place that probably would not be a nice place. So let's see here. That. We could do something big like that, like maybe a combination bar, and then there's something like someone could sit here and be like the receptionist, right? Or the bouncer, maybe. Maybe they have kind of a bouncer there. And I think this here will do as kind of a refresher as well for the staff. That like that, that like that. So we'll kind of have two areas, you know, staff can kind of go to get dressed or change clothes or get ready. And we'll put a stool out here for the person that's going to sit and wait for people to come through that door, something like this, right? And then if you want a drink, it can also mix a drink there. Do. Put this up here. Like so. Those fluorescent tubes give off so much light. I really want this place to be a lot more shadowy and dark. I mean, this is not a happy-go-lucky place, right? This is supposed to be a shadowy, dark sort of place. And the building as a whole, mind you, the building as a whole. And so I grabbed these fluorescents, and oh my God, they're bright. I might end up changing them out for something else. I might go through and kind of, you know, tinker with what is available, tinker with what I've got to work with. That can go. We didn't need two of those. And we'll take that out. Do. Now, will that work? I don't know about any of these rooms. I'm going to do a little bit of play test real quick. Let's bring my sim up here. What's he doing? Viewing, looking at cobwebs. Yeah, I think you've seen enough of that. Get on up here and take a look at the comfort station. Let's see here. Hire a massage therapist. Oh, I wonder if they can even get up there. They should be able to get up there. If nothing else, they could use this ladder, right? Oh, no, they can't. Well, she's coming. She's on her way, so she seems to be able to get up here. I wonder if it'll be possible to use a ladder if I put a door there. Will that work? We're going to find out later. For now, we are going to continue testing this particular thing. Now, hopefully she's coming for the stairs. She missed the stairs. Yeah, I get it. I know it's trashy down here and stuff, but your job is upstairs. I think she's lost. Let's see, request service. Get a deep tissue massage. Because she should come up the stairs and then go down there, right? I mean, I know Kowloon City is confusing. It is confusing. There are not a lot of street markers. Everything's all indoors. It's dark. It's gloomy. But yeah, I mean, where's she going? She's going upstairs now. Okay. Yeah, I should have let her go. Was she just confused? Maybe she just couldn't find her way. I'm really probably not going to use that all that much. It's just for looks, but here we go. We are headed. We're on our way. Hopefully she chooses the room I wanted her to choose. Since that's the one I really have the most questions about. Plus, if that one does happen to work, then you can kind of count on these will work, right? And that's not the one she chose, was not the one I wanted her to. So, these will work. I don't know about this one. I just don't know. Now, one thing I could do would be take this, move it, here. And then I can move this in one, like so. And I could put the door to this room there. We could even go ahead and put the door to this room here, right? And then We'll bring this on back to the way it was. And then if we move that out, that should work, I think. Like that, maybe. If I turn it at an angle, will it work? We'll see. It should work. I mean, in real life, it would work. I don't know if it's going to work here. Because she might need 4 spaces around it, and I've only got 3. So we'll see. Do. Oh, come on. Click. There we go. So maybe I can get a stone massage. Let's do that. Let's cancel this. And head over there and get a stone massage real quick. Oh, for goodness sakes. I didn't want you to use that one. Okay, let's cancel it again. I have a big pile of dirty clothes too, you guys. Move it into this apartment. Okay, let me see here. We are going to intersect this bed with both of these other ones because I know then it won't work. And then let's see if this will work. Let's try this again. Oh, okay. So they are headed that way. All right. So that room will work with the right motivation. It does work. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I think that will get us where we want to go. Now, one thing I want to look at here is maybe taking this urbanity and doing that as a sort of separate tower, right? Another separate tower kind of sandwiched in there. Give us more of that look that we're going for. We're also going to go ahead and grab this concrete, bring it across there. So that's coming along pretty well. Let's take a look real quick when he gets done with his massage. We're going to start thinking about, let's see, a gambling area. So if I can get him to take the ladder up here, we could do a gambling area here or over here. In fact, over here maybe would work, and then we could replicate what we did down here with these closed-in balconies. We could do the same thing up here, and that would be because, you know, it's for gambling and they don't want you trying to get away, right, when you owe them money or something. So, because you don't get to leave until you pay up, right? The people that run this sort of stuff at Kowloon City, they're not going to play with you. They're not going to joke around. So, let's go ahead and do that. We'll take I need to see if he can climb the ladder, first of all. Because I'm a little worried he won't be able to for some reason, and I can't remember why. You know, I mean, on one hand, I kind of feel like he should be able to climb up. Let's see here. Let's cancel the rest of this massage. Let me grab his dirty ass clothes again. Whoops. Oh, the welcome wagon is here for Kowloon City. Thank you. We are going to end early. I'm sorry. We sure are. I'm going to just leave those closed there. Okay, so he's not going to climb from this particular spot up. He will climb from downstairs up, but I don't want that. Okay, so let's see here. Maybe I just don't use ladders very often to the point that I almost can't remember how they work. Now, I guess I can put one right there, right? Because he's supposed to be able to exit that way, but is that just when you get to the second floor then? And why? Why can't he? I guess because I didn't pull this floor out. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, let's see here. Let's grab L-shaped piece of flooring here. Let's put it like that, right? So we put that there. And then go down here. Must be connected. It is connected. Which I guess it doesn't have to go all the way down to the first floor. I mean, I kind of want it to go all the way down to the first floor. But it does not have to. Take that out. But I would swear there's a way that we can do a ladder all the way up. So I'm going to let him finish his climb. And then I'm going to try adjusting that again and just see exactly where'd he go. There you go. He's up there. Okay. So if I take this down here, it won't go right underneath. So it must be connected. Yeah, I don't know why it seems so resistant to stopping on that floor. I mean, I'm sure it's something I'm doing. Go up here. It works there. So, okay. I guess it could stay there. Go up here. Is it going to be in the way of that food service guy? No. Okay, so let's go ahead and just leave it like that then. Let's go ahead and put a ladder there. Oh, shit. No, because then it's in front of the door. Okay, so let's, who knew designing a structure that just kind of came together piecemeal in Hong Kong could be so difficult? We could do it like this, I think. And I think that will be okay. I think so. Let's have our guy do a quick test here. He's just not happy. Did he drink? Disappointing drink. That's what you're going to get here. Disappointing drinks. You just get ready for that. This is not that sort of, people do not come here for the drinks, okay? Okay, here we go. Down he goes. So it does work. So if I have him come here, then will he come back up the ladder or will he walk over to the stairs? He'll use the ladder. Yay. The other thing I'm going to check and see is, will this thing... Oh, he's in there working, actually. There's someone in there working. So So far, so good. If he's not trapped in there forever, then I guess he's doing okay. And that is kind of Kowloon City. Now, there were just weird things stuck in, weird ways to get around. So let's call that good for the moment. Let's go ahead. We're going to put in a little bit of lighting here by the bar, but I want it to be kind of neon lighting or some sort of garish sort of signage that you're going to see kind of at a bar, you know, a cheap bar. Let me preface that. What have we got? How big is that thing? No, not that. That's not what I thought it was. What shall we use? I mean, something like this kind of, but not really. Because that's kind of fun and playful. That looks like a college bar type of thing. I mean, I want something that looks just kind of, you know, like a dive bar, like a bar on the side of the road out in the country. And you think, how in the world does a bar on the side of the road out in the country, when I haven't seen a car for 20 miles, how does that stay in business? Well, that's the kind of signage I want. And we've got something like this. That's actually not too bad for maybe down here somewhere, maybe over here. Put that there. Let's get back up here. And we could do something like that, of course. Again, that doesn't really look too bad. It looks kind of nice. I think something like this. This is kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah, just like that there. I wonder if there's any more of that sort of stuff from Strangerville, because that is kind of the look I'm going for. In fact, that's perfect, actually. I think there's a clock like that from Strangerville, maybe. I don't know. That might be enough. If I took that and I stuck some sort of light fixture underneath it. Ooh, how about like that? Actually, that's not too bad. And we'll change the coloring on it. Right? Let's change the coloring on it. Either, so I selected red, orange. That's pretty good. We could also go with red. Yeah, let's go with red. We'll set the color and intensity to red. Maybe in the gambling area, we'll set that to red, orange. Something like that, right? Kind of a little moody, little kind of... And I think I'm going to change this to more of a yellow. Or maybe yellow like that, sort of. Yeah, something a little kind of strange, not quite normal. Kind of a little sort of, something that would kind of set you a little ill at ease. Now he's gone upstairs. We're going to have gambling upstairs. And we're going to go ahead and let's redefine this area. I don't know how much room I'm really going to need for gambling. I do know that I don't need any beds for gambling. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let me get rid of the light too. Try to decide where I'm headed with that. And I think even though there's a balcony, I might take out the doors and put, like, again, make it look like they've kind of sealed up everything with these sort of, you know, walls, right? Do. Okay, so that is clearing out kind of a nice area there. Let's take a look at Journey to Batu and see where our sabak table is. Grab that there. You know, they have some other stuff that might work too in a kind of a gambling area, like these sort of lounge chairs might work. Kind of dig these chairs, you know, for poker chairs. Where, there we go. That's the sabak, yeah, sabak table. So let's see here. I don't think we're ever going to really need this many, but we are going to put in like 3 of these tables, I would say. And I would say also, again, you know, this is an adult story, so probably we're going to have some of the workers from downstairs that come up here and lounge around on these sofas, and then if you win a lot of money, they will be happy to give you an opportunity to spend that money downstairs, right? So let's put those here, put that there, put that right here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move that out. Make this a little bit bigger. And I might dress up the area a little bit so it looks a little bit nicer. It doesn't have to look super nice. I mean, again, it's not that sort of place. It's not the sort of place you come for something really nice. But I think it should look a little bit better than complete dive sort of hellhole, right? Put those there. Put maybe another group of them over here by this window. That works. Take that door out. Okay, so for flooring in this, we need something cheap, but not horrid. I need something kind of, maybe that. Let me take a look at that. Let's see here. So that doesn't look too bad. Let's see. We can also use, let's grab a couple of end tables. Does this come in a red? No. Okay. That does, and we've got that thing, of course, the boom cube. there's this. But this isn't coming red. It does come in pink. Comes in hot pink. Comes in gold. Let's maybe do a gold version of it. Dress it up just a little bit. Do these chairs come in red? I hope so. I mean, I don't know if I guess that's kind of red, right? Let's go with that. Kind of match the sofas. I don't know if that really matches the sofas, but kind of does. We can always switch those out. I might not keep those. Those are definitely a maybe, a definite maybe. Let's go ahead and put this here, here, here. Now, we need some sort of wall covering. Again, something cheap, but not necessarily offensive. I don't know. Let's see. We've got some tiles. We've got stuff like this, you know. Oh, excuse me. That really choked me up seeing that stuff on the walls. I'm gonna take a cough drop here. There is something like that. That doesn't look too bad, actually. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of look, but I don't know that it's really that awful, you know? It does have a sort of kind of a 1970s vibe, gambling vibe to me. Let's put in a door. Let's grab a door at least. Do. Maybe something like that, you know, something that looks pretty secure, pretty sturdy. Do. Now, right now, there is a lot of light in here. Again, we've got one of these super, super bright lights. We're going to take that out. And that one. There we go. Now, let's take a look at what it'll be like in here at night. Okay, so let's find a couple of light fixtures to put over these tables. I'd like to find something that is going to be more of a spotlight, of course, than a floodlight. So let's see here. We've always got this. This is a good standby. It does come in red and it does spotlight things. You know, that gives us a very moody sort of feel, right? I do like that. I think that is exactly what we'll go with there. And then let's put a couple of, a couple of lamps maybe on these tables. Something, again, something moody, something a little, we could use candles. We could use a candle on the table. So again, it's very kind of shadowy. And back here, what I'm thinking back here is let's go ahead and do this. Like that, right? We could even do the same thing over there. Instead of those candles, let's put this lighting in. And again, it's very dramatic. And being down on the floor, it's going to, you know, it casts very kind of weird shadows and stuff, you know. And what I'm kind of thinking is we could go in and turn everything in this room red, right? This room red. See how that goes. And then we'll go back to build mode. Turn off the sun and see what we're left with here. So yeah, you're getting kind of a real sort of mood going. Now I might change the lights directly above the tables to like regular. Let's change those back to regular. So color and intensity, this light to just neutral white. Okay. Okay, so not too bad. Again, you know, we've got a little bit of a moody sort of vibe going in here. I think it's going to be kind of totally cool. We could go ahead and put some curtains in place. I don't think they would need them much given all this screening, but it feels like it's the sort of thing that would fit with this particular type of environment. Color. What color did I use here? Okay. Was it that one? I guess it's, no, it's not that. Maybe it's this. It's that. Let's put that in there. We'll put this over here. Mm-hmm. Pull that out like so. Okay, so that's coming along pretty well. I'm digging this. This is looking pretty good. I think it has the sort of vibe, you know, that I'm looking for, at least, you know, with this particular type of build. We could do that as well, and that, and then grab this and that. And grab that and that. So we have kind of a full set of curtains all the way around the room, or around this kind of part of the room here. Pull this out. Okay, so there we go. There is our gambling den set up for a game of sabacc. Games of sabacc. I don't know if there's anyone really to play with here. Can he play by himself? Play sabacc with... Oh, well, there are some people. Let's try playing with him. I think he's embarrassed. What is he embarrassed? Soshu. Oh, he walked indoors with his shoes on. Oh, shit. You know why? I bet one of those signs, I bet one of the signs I put over the doorways like that. Oh, it's that one, isn't it? I forgot that actually means something in game. So I might have to go ahead and take that out. I'll have to think about that. I kind of forgot about that it actually has meaning. Let me see here. Taming of the shoe. Let's take that out. God, I don't know. I might have that a whole bunch of places. We'll have to see what comes of that. Is anybody coming? No, they're gone. How about her? Oh, here she comes. She's going to come and play. So it does seem to work. I think that is working. Working quite well. And it's got a good look. I do like these heavy curtains. And in fact, I think I'm going to put... I might put them downstairs in the massage parlor. Let me see here. Do. Yeah, I could put them kind of down here maybe as well. We'll see. These rooms really aren't that nice, right? I mean, they're not designed to be that nice. The gambling den's supposed to be a little bit nicer because they want people, you know, to really come in and spend that money, right? Lose some money at Sabak is what they're hoping. Pile that in there. I'd like to put some sort of art up on the wall, something a little kind of, I mean, not nice. Not looking for anything, you know, kind of nice or anything. Just something kind of, that's good. Let's put that there. Some like maybe marks on the wall from a werewolf. And then do we have any sort of advertising that might suffice for this area? What does this come in? No coffee shop sign. Wheat, bread maybe, bikes. There's that. We could maybe put that there. Let's do that. So that looks kind of good, slapped up on the wall. We're going to put in some sort of bathroom here real quick. Probably going to need it sooner than later. Let's see here. Cheap looking toilet, the raw toilet. Put that there. A cheap sink. Put that there. And a even cheaper shower kind of stuck in the middle of the room. I don't know if I should leave it wood. It's kind of gross, you know, it'd rot. Or maybe we'll see if we've got some sort of tile here. I know we do. I know we have some tile we could use. But I do kind of like that sort of, you know, that it's mentally kind of gross that it's wood. And it's a shower, right? Now we should have something in here. We've got something like that. But I think there's something even... I don't know. Maybe it's just under paint? Something like this, yeah. Do something like that. I don't know if we should put a towel in here or not. A towel also seems kind of gross. Like, would you really want to? I wouldn't even want to use the bathroom here. I mean, don't get me wrong, but would you really want to use a towel from this place? Nope. It would be kind of gross. I think I'm going to give this particular room like the mold trait, or when the pack gets here, you know. Let's see here. Could put a mirror. We could put some sort of mirror. Do we have a broken mirror? We should have a broken mirror in here somewhere. We've got that. It's kind of like junky looking, you know. Oh, that doesn't have anything on it. Shoot. What about the walls are kind of pink? Let's make that pink as well. And then we're going to go ahead and grab a little bit more of this sort of, there's like some green ooze, you know, like some green slime in here. There it is. We're going to grab that. If there is anything that would discourage you from using this shower, it ought to be that. And we'll kind of do the same thing over here. Do, 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 do. Like that. This hasn't really been cleaned in a while. Has been a little lacking in the maid service here at Kowloon, walled city. Put that right there. Must have been a leak, you guys. Must have been an overflow situation. Put this over here, kind of around that. Do, 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 do. Okay. Let's grab some of this particular disaster-ish looking stuff. Yeah, that gives us a pretty nice little, well, not nice, but that definitely gives us a bathroom for this sort of place, a sort of dive bar looking place. Do we have any sort of towel that would work for that? I wonder, like anything that looks just kind of gross. We got something like that. But I don't know if that really looks gross. I don't know. They got a gray one. Maybe that. Okay, how about... You know, that's kind of not bad. I don't know. Maybe like that, something like that. It still looks pretty nice, though. Those don't look that bad. So maybe this? Does that look a little more shadowy, kind of? Yeah, let's go with that. And I guess we could put in some sort of paper towel dispenser, but this seems like the sort of place where that doesn't get refilled very often. Like maybe people kind of forget, you know, that they need to go fill the paper towel dispenser. So I might put one in. Let me see what colors it comes in. Do I even know where it is? No, I don't. I think it's in this section. I think so. Come on. It's got to be around here somewhere. Surely it is. And aha, there it is. Okay, so we've got that, and that. Well, it can't be too white, that's for sure. I guess we could do that. It still looks a little too clean to me. Does the black look better? Black looks a little bit better, a little bit more like it, like it belongs there. So we'll go with the black one and we'll leave it like that. And we'll kind of put a little kind of stuff up by the ceiling. And that kind of works. It's not too bad. I don't think it has to be crazy. Again, nobody's coming here to use the bathroom. It's not the sort of place you come to use the bathroom, Let's see here. Although you do got to go somewhere. You got to go somewhere. And I would say with that gambling hall upstairs, they really don't want you leaving to go to the bathroom. They probably want to keep you there like as much as possible. So yeah, they probably are happy for you to go ahead and use the bathroom there. And then I really want to put the same thing over here. Wonder if I could just kind of copy and paste it without it screwing everything up. Let's see here. I put that there. How did it work? That's okay. That seems all right. Let me have this. Put that back where it belongs. Let me have, this gross paint. Now we'll need to move the door, of course. Put the door over here, maybe. Put this bench over here. I'm going to get some stutter from that, but I can use the tool mod to get rid of that here in a minute. Maybe move that over just a little bit more. Let's see here. Move that here. Put this over here. Like so. Put that on the wall there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think we can go with that. And as far as this bench goes, just pull it down and kind of do like this. Again, are you coming here to hang out and relax in the lobby? No, you are not. That is not what you do at this sort of place. So we've got that set up. I'm going to make sure that my sim can actually enter this bathroom. Let's have him go here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just cancel his Sabak game there. He's done gambling. Come on, up you get. It's a big pile of chips they're leaving behind. Can we take that? No? Okay. I might put a bathroom upstairs by the gambling den as well. Okay, he can get in there. That's fine. And let me go real quick. Grab another chunk of that stuff. Put it over there by the shower. There we go. Okay, so it is starting to, I think it's starting to get there. Definitely starting to get there. Kind of an adult sort of place. Kowloon walled city. Let's look at this side real quick. I might move these up here. More of where my apartments are going to be. And then we can keep one here and here. Like so. Okay. Kind of a little bit of rubber banding there trying to get this thing under control. But all in all, I think it's looking pretty good. This looks like really monolithic here. Let me tab mode it. It looks really monolithic, like right here. So I might change my mind and decide to take some of that out, maybe replace it with this sort of screening so it doesn't look quite so heavy. But then at the same time, some parts of that city were like that. I mean, it just looks like kind of a wire mesh front to it. So, gonna have to think about it and come up with where to go from here with our beautiful Kowloon walled city. And in the meantime, please hit like, subscribe, and notify if you would like to see more of this build as we continue fleshing it out. And other things, of course, I do other builds. This one's taken a little while because I'm really getting into this. I actually started this as just an apartment challenge. Can I put 96 apartments on one lot? Which I did. That's why you see all these small apartments everywhere still. And I'm moving all this furniture and deleting all this furniture. I based the idea of 96 apartments on a really small lot on the Kowloon walled city in Hong Kong. And then afterwards, when I got done with that building, which was just a cheap throwaway apartment building for a challenge, there was not really much put into it, just a lot of replication. And just to say it was done, I thought, hey, let's do an actual kind of version of that. Let's do an actual version of the Kowloon walled city. And that is how this came to be. So it's getting there. It is getting there. And I think maybe by tomorrow it'll be essentially done. There's a lot of things I will change, add to it once the pack gets here, right? So once the pack gets here, there are definitely a lot of things that I will change, add to it, and switch around, do stuff with the new pieces that we have with the pack coming. So please hit like, subscribe, and notify to catch that and other great content. And in the meantime, as always, thanks for watching.